someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Now, with my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep off, that you tryna end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Mexicans got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again.
tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when I wanna
Yeah.
get better.
I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
The past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give her a good shot on my casse. She want the Mew Mew. She want the Eastside. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I
everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
Well, not a building you're gonna miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. Jukes away from one.
Antonio Gibson on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. May now. Short pass brought in. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 23 on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's May to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. If you get explosive plays, those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Henderson. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. May's going to take it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Drake made the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Borregales on to send it away. The return starts at the 18. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. First and 10 now from the 30. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. First down. Here's Dak. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Dak now from the gun. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and long, Prescott. Finds the in route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're lining up to punt a little shy of midfield. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away.
The Patriots take over first and
New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few words.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, May. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down. Now, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Finds a man, right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Again, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Henderson here from the gun. On the move, past the 40. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
May on first and 10. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. To throw, here's May. 3 on the catch. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
2 yards off the play. First down, New England.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. The give now to Henderson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll send their tight end right. Off the play action, May. And he's got it! That's a layout for it for touchdown! The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Motioning the tight end now. Prescott on 1st and 10. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Patriots offense all set to go. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. 1st down throw for May. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Comes up empty on that one. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd, and they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's May again. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up. To the air yet again, May. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Here's May on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Get some space around midfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
To the air on first down, May. Complete to Diggs out left. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Henderson on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. May now. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away. That's going to bring up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast as windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to Diggs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Trying to sneak May. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Here's the pistol snap to May. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
A first and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
Setting up the screen here for Gibson. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here's May, third and goal. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Frank. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and you just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. Now Borregales on to send it away.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do he got a song with that punk? I mean, do he hit the club in his song? Come on. Do he rock a weave 30 inches long? Do he got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whisper in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
just wanna rock the body of the yacht.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, side up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. shots.
You have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
that's to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump, alright, they go to click, 911, all over some dump, ain't that some, It's the mommy of club, 'cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my, and I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else, and we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue, or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you, try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church, preacher telling the truth and it hurts, y'all gon' make me lose my mind, up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out, up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool, up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool, up in here, off the chain, I leave soft in the brain, still want the fame, off the name, first of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me, and you ain't strong enough, so whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite, with the mic, that's characters, not even good actors, what's gonna be the outcome, let's add up all the factors, you act and twisted, your girls are, you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know, your own man say you stupid, you be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go, I'm tired of weak, whining over that don't belong to them, what's wrong with them, it's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them, man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind, up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out, up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool, up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool, up in here, I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head, no more talk, put them in the stead, you keep walking, that you trying to end up, 'cause if I end up fed, I end up, cause you the soft type, what? Fake up north type, it's like a soft fight, dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water, we done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter, the bigger the order, the more we run out, when up in there, everybody come out, when nobody run out, sun in the sun out, I'ma keep out, running his mouth, I'ma flung out, listen, yo, he's about to be, you know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing, grandma wishing you'll the rest, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind, up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out, up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool, up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool, up in here, 1, 2, meet me outside, meet me outside, meet me outside, on my yo, meet me outside, meet me outside, on my big baller, yo, meet me outside, meet me outside, on my fly lady, yo, meet me outside, on my street people, meet me outside, Texas got y'all bouncing again, bouncing again, man, that's got you bouncing again, bouncing again. Now.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Michelin.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She say that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manor Pond. Rolling
Flying out to Durban, Bible pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Lilu Dallas Multipass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza.
Ibiza, yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. 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 They want to scheme, 'cause I want to sing. And she want a team. And she want a team. She want a team. I'm what I hype about. I'm a direction to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out. But I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype inside. I've been married them, but I can't wipe it out more than I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that. Yeah, different than all of them rats. My heart is a test. Lab on them, I swear to stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that. And the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Just these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. 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 They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team. And she want a team. She want a team. Put their heads down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. Put their head down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. Put their heads down, running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. Put their heads down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. Put their head down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. Put their heads down, running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. 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 They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team. And she want a team. She want a team.
You ain't never been a skate town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I see the bunch of mean guys in the bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah.
Campbell Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I make me on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I could see from the front, and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net, but I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn,
Just about set for football here at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He's taken down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. When you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Pass complete to Neighbors. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Bowers, the man in motion. On third down, here is Dart. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Giants.
Every staff in the league understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. I think he knew in the back of his head, like, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again goes Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Dart gonna throw it again. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 7. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbill. And the Giants are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
First down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll run with Johnson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, anytime you decide to give the ball to someone other than the running back on the ground, Mike, of course you're trying to catch the defense off guard. You're definitely not intending to lose yardage. That was the case here. Defense was all over it. Great job.
On 2nd down, Dart. That is caught by the tight ends. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Laporta in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Goff to throw on first down. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. On play action, Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. They come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Project this ain't what you know.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Dart. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Dart's pass
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Look at that pass. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Dart. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart, and he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's not giving it away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Neighbors in motion. To the air once more is Dart. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Bowers, the man in motion. Throwing again, Dart. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, that is terrific.
The Lions take over
out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
One final throw before the break. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now Goff going to hold on to it. And they'll take this down inside 35. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Goff just going to tap this one forward. Down the left sideline. And he's very close to a touchdown. Just shy of the goal line. It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Gibbs trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
One more time to try Gibbs. And this is not going to do it either. Stopped for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will move out to a 7 lead.
Lions 14, Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and
9. We'll go again here with Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Now a shotgun. It's Dart. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Pass pulled in by Henry. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Giants sending out their punter. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Gives it to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. So get this one up past the 20 to the 21.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Come on, escape. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Brings us second and 7.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
6 yards.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. Whoa! And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 18. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Now Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. The Giants going to call their third final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
At the 7-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. The throw is Dart. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll drop to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air on second down. Dark. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, like the days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to. Yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw, Dave, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up, taken down. They got him. So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.